Hey everyone, I'm Oni. Welcome back to day 4 of Oni's journey to Linux. Technically, not like exactly a Linux related update, but there's also stuff. So it's been a week since it's been a little over a week since I've been using Linux because I installed it on, I think, 19th June. So it's like been 9 days and stuff. So yeah, it's been over a week. And I mean, I have no so, and I feel very relieved. Okay, so I don't have a context for this, obviously, because I've not been in this situation, but I imagine the relief I feel is one would feel when, like, similar to something one would feel once they leave like some sort of toxic relationship. In my case, it was with Microsoft, and I am incredibly relieved to have left that relationship. Yeah, I'm very happy. Yeah, so things have not been like things have not been all sunshine and rainbows and stuff like that, because with Linux comes the with Linux comes or with Linux comes the added stipulation that it's both a good thing and a bad thing. That the good thing about Linux, the computer now does what you want it to. The bad thing about Linux, the computer now does what you want it to. So if you cannot inform the computer of what you want, things are gonna go. So yeah, it has not all been that. So let's go over some of the minor issues I've had. But before that, yesterday I got my new table set up. I've posted some pictures on it on my hold on, let me position it. There we go. Yeah, new table setup. This is an adjustable height thingy, so I can now literally just rotate this for like 5 minutes to get the table up to yeah, you can't see it for a while, and it usually is helpful when I support the table on the left hand by doing this, because it's a manual cranking. Obviously, being an electrical engineer, I know how flimsy planned obsolescence does to electronics. So do not trust electronic tables. So I definitely opted for the physical one. Hold on, let me get the thing corrected. There we go. There you go. Perfect positioning. So yeah, it's now great. I can work standing up, so my butt can not get heated and sweaty when I'm sitting on the table all the time, chair all the time. So plus it's also a nice big table. Nice big table. Yeah, it's very big. It's very cool. It's very cool. Now I have the added issue of my phone now being there no longer reaches the USB down there. So I have to buy an USB hub to be able to extend that thing over. But yeah, that's kind of the hardware side. So I'm very happy. Like I said, it only got set up yesterday, so I'm still getting used to it, kind of. So yeah, stuff about Linux that has been I've been doing. So installed Steam, been installing some of the games. Minecraft works fine. I decided to, instead of going with the multi-MC, I saw Prism Launcher was directly there in the software manager. So I was like, you know what the heck? Prism Launcher is supposed to be the advanced version of multi-MC anyway. So I just downloaded Prism. And so what I did to get all my previous Minecraft instances is just literally go into the multi-MC folder in my previous Windows installed drive partition. Just grab all the folders and yoink them into, yoink on the folders, and what would be the deposition sound of yoink? Yoit, I guess. I don't know, put them in the Prism Launcher folder, and yeah, it works fine. There was a little bug of Prism Launcher accidentally enabling the option that on almost all of the instances that it will by default load into a world save instead of going into the Minecraft menu. So that was kind of freaking me out for a little while, but I eventually found out that is an option in Prism Launcher, which is not an option in Multi-MC. So I had to just go in and manually disable it for all the cases, which is like, first of all, like the person who told me on the Prism Launcher Discord that helped me figure this out kept saying that I must have manually enabled it because it's by default disabled, and I didn't even know the thing existed, and they were like weirdly like antagonistic about I must have done the thing, which I didn't do. So I don't know, I mean, maybe they're not aware of, in some edge cases, when you transfer folders over between OSs, it could get randomly enabled or not. I don't know. Anyway, I solved the issue, so that's not a problem. I was worried about what type of, like, how would I get like the Adoptium Java to install, because I don't use like Minecraft's native, like Mojang's native Java. But then I found out Prism Launcher can just download Adoptium Java inside it, along with some other options like Microsoft and other options. Yeah, there's also, apparently there's a Microsoft Java. What the hell? Anyway, but yeah, that's great. Prism Launcher is working great. Installed OBS, excellent. Had a little bit of an issue where the software manager's OBS default isn't the correct OBS, so I installed the Flatpak one first, but then realized that doesn't have a few of the features, a few of the sources. Then I went looking into the thing, then realized, wait, I'm dumb. Just go to the OBS website, follow their install instructions into the terminal, and now OBS is working fine. Excellent. I even have my I got my Droid Cam set up with my phone, so yeah, that also works perfectly fine. I just do not have the I just right now don't have the USB reaching there with the camera at like the phone at like the position before, so I'm still working on that option. What else is there? What else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, I also got StreamerBot installed via Bottles, which is a software which is a software you find in the software manager. The Bottles opens like little instances of Windows programs, and so StreamerBot has like a Bottles installation in there officially. So I just open up Bottles, install StreamerBot inside it, which is kind of funny because on my laptop StreamerBot took like 3 hours or 2 hours to install, whereas in this case it just took me like, I think 15-20 minutes. So I don't know. I don't know what was the issue there on my laptop. I genuinely don't understand. Anyway, StreamerBot works fine. I've been working on making little like the deck options for like like kind of like replacement for Sammy, because Sammy does not have a Linux version. You're on your own if you want to get it working, which I do not want to. Also, Sammy's dev team kind of imploded, so I'm like, my trust level for Sammy's has gone down. So I mean, Sammy's also closed source, so that's another thing I'm not like super fond of now. Anyway, yeah, StreamerBot has been working well for me so far. I just haven't actually had a set up a stream yet. My astronomy course exam ended this last Monday. So previous Monday. So very happy about that. I'm like working on the little project for that we still have. So I'm like calculating the freaking the chronometric of rotating black holes and stuff. So stuff going above my head, but I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Anyway, what else was happening? Ooh, Steam. Okay, Steam gave me a lot of issues trying to install. Like, holy shit. So the software manager Steam does not work for some reason. So I had to go to the Steam download page on the website, download the .dev file and install from there. So that worked out finally, ultimately. So after that, Steam has been working fine. It does sometimes take a while to start, and I could not figure out why. Then I found out that Steam has an issue with GPU acceleration. Hold on, I've been posting like all of these weird issues that I've been having. Hold on, where is that? Steam. Where is the Steam thing? Games, right? Hold on. Where did I put that? Hold on. Steam. I know I put it somewhere. Found out. Okay, so Steam won't. So there's an issue of Steam not launching on Linux or Ubuntu systems, And that's because by default, Steam, what it does is that Steam's client tries to open with GPU acceleration and it doesn't work. And when it doesn't work, it doesn't just, Steam never tries to not open with GPU acceleration. It just keeps on trying and just failing. So it just ends up in like a infinite loop of trying and failing. So the solution was to go into the slash user slash share slash application, then find the Steam icon and then edit a line that like changes the prefers non-default GPU and run on discrete GPU. The two functions are like set to true, you just set them to false and it works fine. Unfortunately, the issue that was reported on GitHub, Valve closed that with not planned. Even though this is a critical launch failure bug on Ubuntu systems, Valve closed that issue as not planned. So we users are on our own. So basically, again, it's the Linux mentality. If things doesn't work, figure out why it doesn't work and solve it. Oh boy. All right. So that's one thing. Next, I've been like trying out like a few games to make sure like, yeah, all the games are working and stuff. So FTL works beautifully, works perfectly fine natively. It's beautiful. Like no questions there. 10 on like 11 out of 10 works perfectly fine. I also tried a run of Invisible Ink. It works fine. Fantastic. I've tried, what else I've tried? Griftlands works fine. Just like natively works fine. Slay the Spire natively does not work fine. It does work fine. It does launch. It does open. It doesn't do borderless full screen. The borderless full screen option still gives a border. So that's bad. Another issue with the native install of Slay the Spire is that the mouse is very slow inside the window, even though the game itself has no mouse acceleration option. Like there is no mouse option. So mouse speed, if it's slow, you're screwed. And the mouse speed is very slow. It's so slow my wrist started to hurt. So I was like looking for solutions there. Yeah, like speeding up the mouse in my OS does nothing inside the game window. So bad. I can shift, and again borderless full screen doesn't work. And like if I set it to full screen, then the issue is it hijacks the mouse cursor. So if I alt tab out of the full screen Slay the Spire game, there's no mouse anymore for the rest of my desktop because it's trapped inside the full screen, like minimized full screen Slay the Spire game. So that's literally a game breaking like bug, basically, well, system breaking bug. So yeah, technically the thing works natively, it just works really bad. So what's the solution? So I was looking into like the Steam compatibility options for Slay the Spire and testing out the various Proton installs. So I tried like 5 Proton versions in Steam. So we have Proton Experimental, Proton Hotfix, Proton 11 Beta, Proton 10, and Proton 9. The experimental hotfix and 11 beta all have their own issues. Like I think the experimental had sound issues. The hotfix has like mouse skittering, like mouse stuttering. The 11 beta one has, I think, still the mouse slowdown. The Proton 10 and Proton 9 are basically identical in terms of performance. So I just decided to go with Proton 10. Borderless full screen works. The mouse is fast. It does have minor lag spikes from time to time, like very minor. They just like, it probably wouldn't even be noticeable on video, but it is like it's a bit noticeable when playing, but otherwise it's mostly fine. So like, since I'm not gonna play Slay the Spire for too long, I'm gonna like shift over to STS2 soon. So I'm like actually fine with this. So this is fine. So yeah, again, things don't work, figure out the solution. That's kind of the mentality of Linux, and yeah, it's been going cool. It's nice. It's nice. Thank you. So cool. My phone thing. My fan thing. Okay. I mentioned this before. My GPU fan does not work by default. the fans don't turn on, so I needed something else to turn them on. I have that option in the NVIDIA X server thingy. The yeah, NVIDIA X server settings. I can like manually control the fan, put it at a percentage, and it'll run that. So I usually like after launch I open up the NVIDIA X server settings, set the fan to 50%, and it works fine. So it keeps my temperature at like 40 something, which is like perfectly fine. I can't give a custom curve in there, so I'll have to find out that solution. So I haven't figured that out yet, so right now it's fine. What else? Oh, my laptop. I sent my laptop to repairs. It took them a while. There was like massive rain here. My table actually got delivered within the rain, so we were scared like the table might get damaged due to the torrential rain. Like I almost had like our ground floor flood, but like it didn't this time, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, the laptop's motherboard is apparently busted, so I'm like asked for the repair on that. Hopefully we'll get that like next week, and I'll figure out like what was the like I'll like see if that's working. So yeah, basically. Thank you. So yeah, that was an update from my end from Ani's journey to Linux. It's been a week of Linux. I feel great. I feel fine. I feel like I've left a toxic relationship that I should have left years ago. And I feel very happy that I have left that. Now the only thing I have related to do with Microsoft is the Minecraft is Minecraft. That's yeah, it's Minecraft. Oh, I'll have to actually install Minecraft Dungeons and see how that works, because I forgot how I did it on like Steam on Windows. So I do need to install like log into my Xbox account. So Anyway, yeah, that was the update. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry it went a bit longer. I was just rambling about my experience with Linux. I'm very happy. It's great. I don't know why I pronounced it at Linux just now. It's like that cleaning brand, Kleenex or something. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully I'll be able to get back to streaming soon, and yeah, I'll talk to you then. I don't know how many more of these Ani's Journey to Linux videos I will make, because again, like, not a whole lot of progress now is gonna make. Now we're just daily using Linux. It's just become another OS, and it's great. It's fine. So so this might be one of the last videos in this series, but move to Linux. Yay! It's great. I definitely recommend it. Okay, you're going to need to get into the mindset of, if things aren't working, figure it out, and figure it out by Googling it or like searching for answers and stuff like that, and trying your best. Anyway, cool. By the way, I found out that the show Leverage has like a South Korean version, so I've been watching that. It's a bit more like hyper dramatized than the American version for sure, but I'm quite enjoying it. I'm like halfway through. It's only one season, 16 episodes. I'm like already on episode 10, so it's kind of cool. Anyway, enough talk. That's it. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time, take care, and remember, move to Linux. It's great. You will not regret it, probably. Bye.